Look how perfect this is. And where we last left off, we had just done the Aztec clay mask, ultra defined curls, ultra cleansing, just a nice reset button. Then I put my hair in these braids. Well, not these exact ones, but I put my hair in some braids for a protective style for a couple days, and then I started taking it out. And now we're into a week of maintaining my braid out. So we've been here before, but we're here again. And this is actually a couple days of going back and forth. But this is the best way I know to maintain my curls, and also the easiest way. I wanted to reverse Uno, and I'm gonna actually be taking out my hair so you can see what I'm working with when I first take my hair out on a day that I'm gonna be wearing it out while maintaining this protective style. You'll be able to see how the hair is maintained and what products that I use to keep that going. It's been an eventful week. I can't wait to share the differences because I'm kind of also learning along the way what I need for different things. And it does depend largely on my work schedule. So I'm working on set a lot this week and we are matching styles. And what that means is that for the most part, my hair needs to be the same. So I cannot wear these braids to set because the first day I was established wearing my hair out curly. So every day that I keep returning to set, I'm maintaining that same style. And actually the thing that was really rough for me from the first to the second day was that we were outside by the water, and that not only made my hair grow, but it also like took away a lot of the curl pattern. And like I've said in my previous videos, I always try to keep it pretty simple on what I do in between, which was just water and rebraid. And I knew from that first into the second day, I was like, that's not gonna work. I am gonna need a bit of a hold. And I was trying to figure out what I wanted to use so that I could have a hold, but not also then weigh down my hair too much, keep the shape a little bit better so that we don't lose it on these very long days at work. Don't have the best photo because you really can't be like taking photos in what you're wearing and stuff like that. But I do have one photo because it was actually really funny. My sister works for a fashion designer. At set, they gave me the pants of that designer. So I was like, oh my gosh, that's so funny. Like my sister works for them, which is really cool. So anyway, I do have a photo of that. So I'm gonna share that right now. I know that y'all are probably gonna be like, that just looks like a day 3 braid out. I mean, she's nice and stretched though. Nothing wrong with that. But there was a lot of frizz and I was like, I want a little bit more control the next day so that if we are outside, which we were, it was just going to be actually more of like this. And again, I know that this is just how it is when I first start taking it out. So it's nice and luscious, all of that. It is gonna rise a little, but I wanted more control than what I had in this photo, as you can see. Or maybe you're like, that looks fine, I don't really see a difference. Everyone's gonna know how their hair is on their own, so trust me when I say that it was different. I rebraid every single night. I follow the model of the same braids that I created the previous day, and as you saw, it's a bunch of chunky braids, and that's all I do. Instead of going with the gel just yet, a bit of a shocker, but this is from Pacifica. This is a Big Waves Soft Hold and Volume Hairspray. Basically, it's a volume hairspray, but it's not like the hairspray like Got To Be. It's much, much softer. Let's see if you could see this. Did you see that? I don't know that you did, but it's to me a very light hairspray in comparison to when you're trying to do a slick back look and you're really locking it in. That actually works in my favor because I didn't want something that was gonna make my hair like sticky, but I wanted something that was going to give a softer hold so that these curls that I'm like taking forever to take out right now, but the curls from that day would actually last. Spray a little of this in my hands and then go through and just braid it down. And sure enough, the next day I took out my hair in the morning, I was like, oh, this is what I want. Kind of what's happening right now. The great thing that happened when I was on set that day with having used that soft hold the night before is that my hair did not grow. By the end of the 14-hour day, my hair was maybe a little bit more volume. You're just gonna have to trust me by seeing like a couple little locks of my hair. That's just how we gotta be. Made it look more like a day 2 type of hair. So there's just a little bit of volume, whereas I felt like that original photo that I showed the other day, I immediately went to like day 4 hair. And I was like, oh, no, we need this for like 4 more days. So we can't rise that much. For my type of hair, when this is like a manipulated hairstyle, meaning I'm making these braids, I'm making the curls, it is imperative that I do not do a pineapple overnight. Girl, pineappling my hair, putting it up in a bun, that means that the next day, all the curls, all the shape is just going to disappear even more and more. So I need to manipulate it, put it back in those braids, so that it's nice and tucked away for the 8+ hours that I'm sleeping. And then I take it out and it's like we're repeating again. If you have various products that have a specific hold, this is just that reminder that you can go in with something if you're trying to keep that shape. If you're not, then you can just skip it and you can continue with the water and moisturizing, but it's like you'll need a little bit more if you're really trying to hold that shape each time because, outside elements, the wear of the day, I work out. So like I got a sweat in this morning actually, like that's going to, aid in the product disappearing from your style. Going with something that's in between like a gel and a cream because I already had the gel and the cream in my hair. And this is just what works for me or what I've noticed over time and how I feel like I can get the most effective braid out for consistent days. That is where we are with my hair. Like I said, I was taking this out for the video, but I will also be putting it right back after. That is the magic of filming because this is a day that I'm not actually working. I'm off today. I would like to get the most ultimate time in those braids because that means that tomorrow when I take my hair out, they'll be even tighter and even stronger. My hair is actually super soft right now, which feels really good. This is not a wash and go to where those curls are locked in and every strand is curled. And so there's less that you have to do to maintain that curl. This is one where I feel like I have to keep maintaining it. And I personally still just stand by that the braid out is my ultimate favorite protective style and protective look. I get a combination of body, of curl, just overall look is completely ideal to me. There's a little bit of shine going on here too. But on normal situations when I don't need my hair, I keep my hair in the braids longer. So they're just kind of like continuing to bake. So after I did the Aztec clay mask and I had my hair in braids, I left that in for about, I want to say 3 days. So it wasn't truly an overnight braid out. It can be, and I could have used like some heat to style it, etc. The more that you keep your hair in that protective style, the more it's going to have conformed to that look. I like to be straight up. The only challenge, if you want to consider it a challenge, I'd say it's a medium on the scale of challenges. Because of the chunky braid and I have such large parts, I have to wear a scarf or I have to pull it back for me to feel like I can wear it out. One of those things you're like, if you want your hair to last a little bit longer, you want your hair in the braids longer, you just need like a cute headband, a cute something to finish the look. If that's what you want to go for, if you don't mind, then you're fine. Look how perfect this is. I mean, perfect to me. I mean, let me come close. Look at the shine, first of all. Look at the pattern, look at the length. Look at the volume. This is the ideal. Like I'm at peak point right now. Peak braid out for me. It's not the day after the overnight. It's a couple days later when the hair has stretched a little. It's not flat. It's got volume and it just, oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. This one would eventually need like a little bit of separating, but what I like to do is just let the atmosphere kind of take it in. That sounds so woo-woo, but trust me when I say like if I stepped outside for a little bit, like it would grow and kind of like separate it on its own. I don't know, some scientists could probably like talk about that more, but it would fill in a little bit more. That's the last of my low maintenance braid out routine that I have throughout the week or as long as I'm maintaining the style. The theme of this channel in general is always low maintenance. It's minimal. It's just kind of keeping things as simple as possible, but still having great results. And I do think that that helps your hair thrive. So I hope this video is helpful for you. Let me know down below if you kind of do the same thing for your braid outs, or if you do something different, let me know. Let us know what type your hair is so we can kind of see what's going to work for us. If you only use water and like you're thriving, or you do a whole thorough routine every single night, I'm curious, how does that work for you? Don't forget to like this video, to hype this video if you feel like it was helpful for you. And thank you so much as always for watching, and I will see you in the next one.